Well, hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? Today we have a new wiener that I don't ever think I've seen it be a wiener before. Kathy Grog, I'm sorry, Kathy Grag. Kathy Grag, congratulations! Woohoo! I bet that just made your day. I bet that made your whole freaking month. Hey, Kimmer and Cotton Candy. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Linda, Sue, Jerry. Looking forward towards the future. Hey, Mama B. Always late. Always late. You weren't late today. Linda, Sue, I see you, Lucy. How's everybody doing? Bandit's here with me, even though you can't see him. And he's in the play mode, of course. He wants to play. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Now he wants to play. He looks like a gremlin. Hey, Robin. Hey, Amos. Wise old lady. Mama B. How's everybody doing? I can watch for a while just on my break. Well, I'm glad that I can maybe keep you company for your break time. I've been busy all day. Diana! You must be busy. Your new job or your new position must keep you like more busy or something. Or maybe it's been more hectic this week because it seems like you haven't been around as much. Hopefully that isn't how it's going to be in the whole forever. Oh no! Bandit's looking at me like, Bandit, you're so cute. Bandit's so cute. Hey, Linda. Almodovar. It has a nice ring to it. Hey, just me. So, been loving on your new grandson. Oh, the little things. Even though that's not a little thing, that's a big thing. But little. But big. But little. Only like 8 pounds little. Weekends you're off, yes. You don't understand. By Thursday and Fridays, I'm dead to the world. I'm sure it's going to take you a little bit to get accustomed to your new department and stuff. Hey, hubby. Oh, so I was right. 8 pounds, 7 ounces, 22. Wow, 22 inches long. Caitlin was only 18. Oh, gosh. I can't believe I don't remember. Not 22. And she was only 6 pounds. I'm scared of an 8 pounder, 10 pounder, or more. Rhonda de Winter. Yeah, so the looking forward towards the future is obviously been just big focus on getting Fred here or us in the same establishment. 6 pounds, 18 inches. Yep. Wow. Me and my sisters were all 8 pound and something, but I was so sick with Caitlin. I think that had partly to do with it. Hey, Kathy Gordon. Are you feeling better today? One set of my twins were both 7 pounds and are you serious? What? And what do you mean one set? You've had more than one set of twins? Shush. Grand Princess, I love that. 8.2 pounds, 22 inches. What the heck? You had 2 sets of twins? 7-pound twins? That's crazy. Holy crap. I cannot imagine. You must have been like, oh my gosh, miserable. What, 10 pounds, 13 ounces was 26 inches long? Shut up. I have never heard somebody being that long when they were born. Are you serious? The longest I've heard is like 24, I believe. And I think that's like my sister. She was the longest baby that he had ever delivered, my sister. So, yeah, 26 is extremely... That'd be like, gosh, would you come out as a freaking toddler? You came out already walking and talking. Still fighting the battle of the bulge today. Well, gosh, at 26 inches long, like, that doesn't seem bulgy. That just seems long, and the taller you are, the more you're going to weigh, obviously. 9 pounds, 8 ounces, and 20 inches long. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Girls, twin. Wow. Wow. I was big around as I was long. Yeah, Fred was a chunky monkey. Like how I said that? No pun intended. Chunky monkey, chunky monkey. Are you a chunky monkey, Bandit? No, you're a chunky gremlin. Seriously, when I haven't seen the Gremlin movie for like since I was a child, but all I can think of when I look at Bandit is he reminds me of the Gremlins. Are you going to explode into some green slime? Are you going to screen slime everywhere? You were only 19 inches long, Fred? That's right. Holy crap, I can't believe you're only 19 inches long. See, that just goes to show you can't really tell by a like how big a baby is, how big they're going to be. I mean, you can, it does in a way, but Fred is 6'4". And it was only 19 inches long at birth. My live from last night. Yeah, it was all right. Last night's live. 10 pounds, 12, 14. Shut up. They said I was going to be short. That's funny. Hey, wise old lady. £10, 12 ounces, 14 pounds, 15 ounces, 12 pounds, 10 ounces, and all 24 inches long. My goodness gracious. Wow. That is insane. 14 pounds, almost 15-pound baby. What? How did you give birth to those freaking enormous watermelon things? Ouch is all I have to say. That was my fear. My fear was of having a big baby. I was scared. I was always scared of childbirth. I actually thought I would never, if I was going to have kids, I thought I was going to have one, just a girl, which that's what's happened. I always, but yeah, also for a long period of time, I just didn't want kids because I thought it was disgusting. I thought childbirth seemed so gross. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be in some ways. But Caitlin was only 6 pounds, 6 ounces, 19 inches. I believe, yeah, I believe it was 19 inches, 6'6". When she left, she was 6'3". She was in preemie diapers and clothes for like 2 weeks. Even, when she was even though she was at 6 pounds, she was just so little. The regular newborn size she would swim in. It was a 13-pound baby at HV when I was a candy stripper. It had its foot propped on side of bassinet when I went to see it. That's so funny. What's a candy stripper? A candy striper, I guess I should say. Candy striper? Fred Jr. was only 3.4 pounds, 12 and a half. Wow. That's little. Yeah, but there was issues there. He wasn't getting his nutrients because of that wreck she was in. That's crazy. A volunteer at hospitals. Oh, okay. Mine were 5 pound, 2 ounces, 5 pounds, 7 ounces, 5 pound, 12, and the biggest was 6 pounds, 8. Wow, you had little babies. The 5 pound, 2 ounces, that is tiny. Moonshine Girl was not a holler bunny. No, that title belongs to Jody Sue Brown. There can only be one holler bunny. Okay? Capiche? But she doesn't live in the holler, so I don't know how that works. She's a holler bunny that doesn't live in the holler anymore. She's a holler bunny minus the holler. Kathy says, wow, people, we need to take a second, hit the thumbs up for Ziggy. That would be awesome. Thank you. I'm a holler ham. Yeah, no, you're not. But it's good to see you, Jam Jam. No, that's just because that's all they can think of. They say ham jam because that's how clever these people are. Just like they call me Piggy. They can't, that's their intelligence, okay? That's the intelligence level we're dealing with here. They can only, their insults are that pathetic. Like that's how they can't think more complex than thinking, we're ha ha ha, jam ham. Yeah, hilarious. Ziggy Piggy, ha! So lame. So lame. Try again. She has the title of the mayor too, and the holler bunny. Oh, 3 breached. Hey, Jen. Pigsters. Hey, we're the pigsters. Do. Do. Hey, we're the pigsters. What, Band-Aid? Are you a pigster? Are you a pigster? Oh. Yeah, I'm on a roll. See ya, Miss Curvy. Yeah, so that's what pigsters. Oh, friggy. Yeah, see, that's what they come. I mean, it's like so dumb. Like, that's supposed to be so offensive. Sorry, I think I have thicker skin than that. Remember, I am a pig. Oink, oink. Everyone ready for the friggy show? Since we are looking forward towards the future, the friggy show. It's not going to be just a thought anymore. It's going to be a reality here soon. We've been wondering about that, Joe Marie. Me and Fred have talked about that, about Bandit. If Bandit's going to be jealous of Fred. Well, he said that I'm probably going to be jealous of him, or because I'm kind of, I don't know. Animals really attached to Fred, so we'll see. I think Athena will really, really love Fred. But yeah, I am curious. We've talked about that, how Bandit will do, because Bandit sleeps with me in bed and stuff, so. Oh, well, thank you, Jen. I mean, there's no reason. What's it do? It just doesn't benefit me in any way or anybody. Ryan wasn't even there today when the cops were. Okay, so yeah, what was that? What happened? What is that? I don't even know what happened that Ryan was talking about, because let's see. What was that? Let me see. Let me pull it up. Update on today's canine police search in Kingsport. Looks like our source was correct. Oh my God, dude. Come on. Shut the. Looks like our source was correct. Canine search underway as of 2 hours ago at Clinchfield Bridge on 11 West in Kingsport. We're praying today that law enforcement finds answers for our local family. Finally. What's this have to do with Ryan? Why is this Ryan's thing to, I mean, what do you mean his source? I really don't want to give him a view. Trying to take credit for someone. Well, he's probably bummed that PG took his thunder on that stupid box fake info bullshit. Did they find anything out there? Did they find a what is this? What's going on here? Bandit was around before you. She may choose him over you. No, hopefully I won't choose. I won't have to choose. Oh, really? Did you see the news update where Dawn finally admits they gave up their custodial rights to the boys? No, I did not see that.
It has now been more than 3 years since a 5-year-old girl disappeared from her Hawkins County home, never to be seen again. TBI investigators say the search for Summer Wells is still active, and they refuse to call the case cold. In tonight's Appalachian Unsolved, 10 News anchor Brittany Bailey talks to Summer's father and looks into why the search efforts so far have come up empty.
It's the face that launched 1,000 tips, searches, social media posts, conspiracy theories, and one big question: what happened to Summer Wells?
She could be being tormented every day, tortured every day. She could be locked in a basement with chains.
What the fuck?
She could be going the rounds with drug dealers. There's all kinds of things, but there is.
What the? Hey, Moon Angel. Oh, no, we already knew that they lost rights. We've known that they lost the rights, like, for freaking ever, right? I mean, but it's a first to hear that he gave up his rights. I was excited to see a new report. Then I watched it and saw it was the same old bullshit. Don and is gone. Yep. I mean, we didn't know that he gave up his rights willingly.
There's a small bit of hope
Except
that she could be with possibly someone who cares about her. We don't know.
These are the thoughts that run through the mind of Summer's father, Don Wells. He says in the years since his daughter disappeared, he's been treated like everything from a grieving father to a prime suspect.
We don't pay no attention to them because they have no idea. We can't go there because that's just a waste of time.
So you can say you had nothing to do with your daughter's disappearance?
I absolutely can. A lot of times in our misery at night when we can't sleep, we'd befriend somebody on Facebook and we'd talk back and forth, and then they'd come out and say, "Where's your daughter? We know you had something to do with it." And it would just rip your heart out more than it's already ripped out.
Many people have speculated what they think has happened in this case.
mm-hmm.
The difficult part of the speculation,
right, Fred,
is that if we as investigators speculate and focus our efforts in one direction, we're making a huge mistake.
TBI investigators say they have to explore all possibilities, from Summer wandering away to her being kidnapped.
We look for children when most people aren't. And this case is one that we've just not been able to overcome, and it's troubling.
This case has been troubling for nearly everyone who has followed it, including many who didn't even know Summer personally.
I've got little blonde-headed, blue-eyed babies too. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to see her and know that it could have been mine. I mean, it could be anybody's.
Adrienne Kelly is from Ohio, but when Summer's story started spreading online, she joined others from across the country in becoming deeply invested in Summer's disappearance.
The only thing that we can do is keep sharing her picture. And someone will know something, and someone will eventually report it. I have to hold that hope.
That hope has been simmering for more than 3 years.
Well, you're kind of supporting one of the main, Andy Bernard. She's one of his biggest cheerleaders. And I'm sorry, but I think you're in for a rude awakening. You got a good plug from a channel holder and appreciating all your research on the Hill folk. Oh, who was that, Kate and Kapooler? You say a meth hotel, but really a crack hotel. Donna, I have some really hard questions for you. He would never. Harmony. Oh, okay. You were there that day in the distance. Let's see. What's what?
Now, Summer disappeared from her home on Ben Hill Road in the Beach Creek community of Hawkins County around 6:30 p.m. on June 15th, 2021.
She disappeared around 6:30 p.m. Now we're saying she disappeared at 6:30 p.m. But yet Dawn was there like at 5 something. Right? What the
Authorities set off on an exhaustive search lasting late into the night. And just after midnight on June 16th, the TBI issued an endangered child alert. Around 12 hours later, that was upgraded to an Amber Alert, which is still active today. In the days that followed, crews searched more than 3,000 acres using helicopters, planes, drones, and scent tracking dogs. Then, in June of 2023, 2 years after Summer went missing, the TBI released an enhanced age progression photo of what Summer might look like. Today, she would be 8 years old.
We have thrown everything that we know to throw at this case, and we haven't had the answers that we need to get. We know we'll get them, but we don't have them today. When I see the picture of Summer Wells, I see my daughter. And I can tell you that if my daughter was missing, I would sure hope that somebody was looking for her every day.
Do you feel like you'll ever see your daughter again?
Eventually. I don't know about in this life, but eventually, yeah.
You may remember back in July of 2021, the Department of Children's Services confirmed Summer's brothers were removed from the home. Don Wells tells 10 News he and Candus recently signed over their parental rights to the boys. We did reach out to DCS for comment, but we're told DCS could not release case-specific information. We also reached out to the Hawkins County Sheriff for this story. The sheriff declined an interview, but said the case is still a priority and will continue to be until Summer is found.
If you have any information on this case, you can contact the East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen.
What? Now we have East Valley Crime Stoppers? What the Okay. Why don't we just call TBI? Okay. Hey, Kathy. Yes, the world loves Summer. I'm a foster parent, and I knew they would be forced to sign to avoid jail. Yep. Probably, Alice Lynn. I'm sure they did beg not to go back. So, let's see.
Kick off the season and save $85 when you bundle NFL Sunday Ticket with
111,
YouTube
guys.
TV. Watch every game, every Sunday, all in.
The following clip is a new interview with Don Wells, and he makes a statement, and it's exactly the same statement that Jody Sue made over 2 years ago. I want you to listen and follow carefully and hit that like button for me, guys.
Lock it up. I don't want to like it. It's at 111.
Watch every day. She could be locked in a basement with chains. She could be going the rounds with drug dealers, with all kinds of things. But there is a small bit of hope that she can be with possibly someone who cares about her. We don't know.
These are the thoughts that run through the mind of Summer's father, Don Wells.
Somebody that cares for her. Don, you have no emotions. Why are you still seeing her maybe every 2 weeks just saying, yep. Is there any chance of Ryan and Andy knowing each other? I that's what I've asked many of times, Moon Angel. No, the boys did not want to go back, Kit and Capuler.
He says in the years since his daughter disappeared, he's been treated like everything from a grieving father to a prime suspect.
We don't pay no attention to them because they have no idea. We can't go there because that's just a waste of time.
So you can say you had nothing to do with your daughter's
We
disappearance?
absolutely can. A lot of times in our misery at night when we can't sleep, we'd befriend somebody on Facebook and we'd
See
talk
how
back and
quickly
forth, and then
is that how quickly he switched the subject? Did you see how quickly he diverted from that question? Like he hurried and got away from that question about whether or not he had anything to do with Summer's disappearance. Quickly going on to this story about, in the middle of the night when we're grieving, we contact. What? Unless that was edited some way, that was weird.
So you can say you had nothing to do with your daughter's
we
disappearance?
absolutely can. A lot of times in our misery at night when we can't sleep, we'd befriend somebody on Facebook and we'd talk back and forth, and then they'd come out and say, "Where's your daughter? We know you have something
In this next clip,
see there, he has to prove that how sad it makes him to be accused, because he has to, but yet he's not displaying that same emotion right now. So how do we believe his heart was ripped out when we've never seen that type of emotion? Yeah.
Jody was asked if she believes Summer was still alive, and also she talks about being chained in a basement.
I mean, we all know statistics. And I hope like hell she's not chained in somebody's damn basement somewhere for years.
See what she did there? Minimizing. Indirect. She's minimizing the potential severity of the situation by saying it. I'm not going to tell you, but at least I hope it's not this. She's giving you some information, but she's avoiding answering the question. I never asked you about being chained up in a fucking basement, woman.
But you know the way I hope she's like me and she's found, because there are so many that are found. But I'll tell you that if she's alive and she's found,
Hope she's like me and she's found. So there were several children found in Knoxville, but their names haven't been released yet. Jody Sue said 3 years. What's that mean? Hey, November Rain. Justifying how he went out on Facebook and YouTube drunk and substances, being a fool. Yes. He does look like a cowardly lion. He does so much look like the cowardly lion there. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. He does. He looks more like the cowardly lion than ever. Hold on. Let's get a picture. Oh no, we're going to have to do like a, let's see, which one? Oh my gosh. That is. Hold on, let's finish this real
she
quick.
needs to go somewhere that has the skill set to help her through whatever's happened to her. And
now Don said this about the basement 2 years before as well, but he's still saying it. Him and Jody Sue both. Tell me what you think about that, guys. I find it very odd that they have the same language.
Okay, so that's Shay's. Let's share that. Jody Sue said she was purchased from Andy and it came out of her own mouth. Yeah, she was purchased. Said she's the one that said that. Okay, hold on. Let me get a good oh my gosh. looks exactly like extra camera slides. No. All right, dang it. I don't have time to make a side by side, but just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Yes. Good one, Jam. Jam sent a good one. I might have to show here in a little bit. I was trying to find the best one, but cool. Hold on. Trying to find your dagnabbit. Okay, I'll have to do that later. Anyways. Diane, I was trying to find your Facebook because I click on it on my phone, but I don't have. Hold on. There you are. I'm adding Diana, I'm doing that right now, so that's why because I'll forget. Okay, there we go. Did you see my comment? Just asked my friend worked for the Tuckers for a while. Okay, well, her comment said Fred. Fred said Fred. Yeah, but drugs don't equal child, people want, just because somebody's using drugs, that doesn't equal like somebody. It's two different things. A lot of people who are into drugs, they don't take children. It's just, unless they're I mean, some of them, I guess if they're into this scene real bad, and you have to know people who will buy children, or would have, where there's a market for that. You would have to be privy to that, and unless you're into that whole scene and stuff, like, you're not gonna just be able to know where to, I'm trying to load this image that you're trying to send me. Carrie, but I can't get it to load. I don't know. Yeah, dealers are not going to be like, okay, give me your child. Unless they're already unless they're like part of some kind of ring already. Then that makes sense. Let's see, what should we watch next? Did I
befriend somebody on Facebook and we'd talk back and forth, and then they'd come out and say, "Where's your daughter? We know you had something to do with it." And it was just
No, I already played it all, but
more than it's already ripped out.
In this next clip, Jody was asked if she believes Summer was still alive, and also she talks about being chained in the basement.
oh my God, I know, right, Carrie? Yes. Good. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me show what Carrie just sent. We need also that next, Carrie, also next to that, put the Cowardly Lion. If it's easy for you to do, put the Cowardly Lion next to those two. But yes, they do. They look they look, and they're not even supposed to be blood related, these two. Do you need to rewind? Not really. I think where we slur to is into the other stuff. Oh, no. You're totally fine, Alice. They both look like alcoholics to me from how their faces look. So now we got, is this the one you guys were saying I should watch? Donnie, did you make a trip to Knoxville to film that? We can tell by your eyes, homie. All right, that's what Killer says. Killer looks. Can the mod share his link a couple times? Let's see what he's saying here. Where do you go?
She could be going the rounds with drug dealers, with all kinds of things, but there is a small bit of hope that she could be with possibly someone who cares about her. We don't know.
So you can say you had nothing to do with your daughter's disappearance?
I absolutely can.
If we focus our efforts in one direction, we're making a huge mistake.
Do you feel like you'll ever see your daughter again?
Eventually. I don't know about in this life, but eventually, yeah.
Damn, Killer.
Damn, Killer.
Clock in. I'm Killer from the Killer Looks channel.
What the hell's up with your hair, homie?
Didn't know? Well, I'm gonna jump right into the content. You know I don't like to keep y'all, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all for working the data with Killer. In the heart of the Appalachian Mountain lies a mystery that has haunted the community and captivated the nation. This is the story of Summer Wells.
Don, the night you got the $2K of crack to prove you didn't have to trade Summer for drugs, you left Knoxville still owing $4K and a prostitute you never returned. Yep. Plus, you called CPS the same night to come get the boys because they wasn't safe because of YouTube. But what was you really scared of? Yeah, what was you really, really scared of? Donnie boy. Damn. Don asks, have you had anything to do with Summer's disappearance? Don blinks his eyes down. He did a Yeah, that was cool that he found that. I wonder how he made that sound, JJ. Yeah, but he does. Sometimes it is hard to understand him, but also he shows some good. He has done some good work in charts and stuff, trying to link everybody together. Oh. Wait. Email that to me too, Carrie. You text it to me, but it's easier to be emailed to me because I'm on my computer. I could send it over, but that's funny. Wow, that's funny. She did a side by side of the Cowardly Lion, Dawn, and Grandis's brother. And man, do they look like freaking, I don't know, same species? I guess you could say. Hold on, I'm emailing it to myself so that. Wait. Okay. There we go. And Carrie sent it too at the same time. All right, here we go. Wow, that's crazy. They do. They look so much alike. Look at that. Now all you need is that little cute little red bow in your hair, Donnie boy. You just need the little red bow. I mean, we do know red's your favorite color. Wink, wink. Gonna spill my pop. Be careful. My pop is almost kind of, I don't have very much left. I'm gonna have to make another trip down to the gas station because my daughter took my backup one that I got earlier. Yes, blood related. They're of the same species. Half Cowardly Lion, half human, or I don't know. Hey, country girl. Wow. The resemblance is striking. Hippie hair. I guess. I guess if that's what you want to call it. He thinks he's Fabio. Fabio. That's it. Kate, we're just waiting for, yeah, that, I think so. We'll be, we're hoping, thinking we're going to be together this week. So, hey, Donna Hill. I know, right, Carrie? She says, I feel like the Cowardly Lion is getting a bad rap being compared to them. He turned out to be a nice, and they turned out to be the devil. I know, but they do. It's just the resemblance is so striking. It's hard not to notice, but it's very true that Don's a coward too. So he is extremely cowardly. But I know what you mean as far as what you mean by that too, because Cowardly Lion is a nice guy. It's not Fabio. Are you sure, Jessica, you don't need an eye appointment? Send your daughter over to cat sit for a week. Yep, Fred is now completed pretty much everything he has to do for probation except the fines, and so he completed his the requirements from the courts, and he also went to court a couple days ago, but the court date was all it was, like, is to make sure it wasn't even in front of a judge. It was so stupid. And it's something you're going to see this court date pop up every 3 months, okay, haters? It doesn't mean he violated probation, even though you're going to turn it into that because, even though I'm telling you this right now, you're going to act like you didn't hear. But every 3 months, he's going to have a court date pop up in the system. Right now, it says November 21st, I think is the next one. All he has to do is walk into the clerk's office, say he's there for his court review hearing, and they just ask, have you been making your payments? When they have the computer right in front of them, they can just look. They could just look and see he's been making them. But they ask. That's what they did. Have you been making your payments? And then they just, make this whole new, okay, come back in 3 months. And Fred was like, are you freaking telling me I have to come back to this place every 3 months for the rest of my life? Actually, he said for the next 20 years. That's how they get you. You have to show up, or they could put a warrant out for you, even if you are paying. So currently, we're under the impression that he has to go to Hawkins County every 3 months. Yeah, we get a vacation every 3 months, says Fred. So yeah, we'll just have to turn it into something. I don't know, but it will be good to keep. So Fred could, maybe see his, his good sister and stuff. So keep him still connected to his roots, I added her to the group. I already added you, Diana. I tagged you. Can you respond? You might have to. Do you not see it? Diana, add or open Messenger. All you have to do, Luminous, is click where I tagged her right there in our chat, in the chat message I just sent you. Just if you click on that name I just tagged, in chat, in the private chat, me and you, if in the private group chat, when you go to the chat, look what I just typed, click on Diana's name, and then you can click view profile if you want. I don't know if Diana has to accept it to be able to. I'm trying to get you Diana to respond in Messenger. Hint, hint. All right, let's continue.
A 5-year-old little girl who vanished without a trace from her family's rural home in Hawkins County, Tennessee. as the days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months. The disappearance of Summer Wells continued to confound authorities and haunt the collective consciousness of the community. The disappearance of Summer Wells has left authorities baffled and the community gripped by fear. But at the center of this mystery is a man whose actions have raised more questions than given answers. Don Wells, Summer's father. Don Wells has become a focal point in the investigation, with scrutiny falling upon his every word and action. But as the layers of this mystery begin to unravel, whispers of suspicion and doubt swirl around him, casting a shadow over his role in Summer's disappearance. But as the search for Summer Wells continued, darker secrets began to emerge. Secrets that threatened to shatter the illusion of a close-knit community and reveal the chilling truth lurking in the shadows. Join us, the fan, as we dive deep into the heart of darkness, where secrets are buried and evil lurks in the most unexpected places. Don Wells was raised in a modest household. Don's childhood was marked by both love and hardship. His family struggled to learn the value of hard work and resilience from a very young age. Despite the challenges, Don's early years was filled with exploring the rugged countryside. Although his sisters would grow up to tell a much grander story of growing up. As Don entered adolescence, his life took a tumultuous turn. Struggling to find his place in the world, he grappled with feelings of insecurity and uncertainty about the future. Beneath the surface, darkness lurked. Don's teenage years was marred by brushes with the law and bouts of reckless behavior.
No, Warren's not the father of Marcos. I guess. So, speaking of, you said that Candus calls Chris Marcos her son. Ew. Yeah, that's gross. You say Chris Marcos married Connie Harrer, Candus's cousin. Wasn't Chris, was he not, so he's not blood related then? He's just related by marriage? Hey, Valerie? I'm scrolling back to see what I missed. I've had this feeling something is about to pop off in this case. Oh gosh, I pray. Ziggy, does Fred know Chris Marcos or a man named Luca or a yellow Chevy? Anyone drive that kind of car? Heard these names on YouTube. Candus may know a Mark. No, he doesn't. You don't know Chris Marcos, do you? I've asked him that. No, that guy's from up north. Well, he did stay, it looks like, at 110 for a while. He doesn't know Chris Marcos, he says. And also, do you know anybody that drives a yellow Chevy or a man named Luca? A man named Luca. Luca's kind of that new name. Like, it's weird that it's kind of a newer name that I've heard recently. Hold on. There's Diana. Hold on. She didn't respond to the right one, though. Hold on. Let me see if I... Here's that grill or house on seats, place he speaks quietly. What he wears a mask and Maryland. Oh. Well, he also is he has an extremely strong accent.
Leading to strange relationships with his family and his peers. It was the true start of his rebellion and defiance as Don grappled with his own inner demons and the challenges of growing up in a world filled with uncertainty. In the midst of his struggles, Don, unexpected, found solace in the arms of one Candus a tender spirit who's warm and compassionate, offered him a glimmer of hope in Don's darkness. Their love was a beacon of light in Don's troubled world, providing him with the strength and support he so desperately needed.
Candus Fly Committee. Oh, wait. What's that? I don't know if I've seen that. So, Fred said that the only Chevy truck that he knows of is Karen Renfro's husband or boyfriend. I don't know. Do you know his name? Karen Renfro's old man has a yellow Chevy truck. Is the only one that he can think of. Hey, Mama T, the OG. What has your sister's son been? Oh, horrible stuff. Where's Summer? And the bad sister, she was charged for his crimes too. She was charged with conspiracy to commit capital murder. Yes, you heard that right. Conspiracy. What would be attempted conspiracy? Because the person didn't actually die, did they, Fred? The person didn't die, right? Or did they end up dying? It was a robbery, kind of gone bad, and Fred's genius sister decides that she's going to help try to get him out of trouble. Yeah, the evil sister. There's the good sister and there's the bad sister. Not to be mistaken. Because completely different. But from what I hear from talking to people that know her and stuff, like, she's just always been like that. Very jealous of Fred because Fred was the youngest. And she was the youngest. And then when Fred was born, it took away all her poor attention. Wow. That's what I hear anyways. It's the way that people who know the situation way better put it and explain it. Yes, bad sister, maybe y'all should look some of them charges up now. Only in Tennessee, not only in Tennessee, also, just saying. Yep. And when she got those charges, she said she was going to make it her mission to make sure that everybody went down with her and was going to go in prison, especially Fred. She's been like, and she said that years ago. She's just I don't know. She's just got this jealousy thing with Fred. He's the youngest, and I guess it's just been that way their whole lives. Yes, Moonshine Girl. She is the one that talks to Crystal. The yellow car the police passed on Wade Ben Hill. I don't know if it was the yellow car that police passed, but Fred was just answering somebody's question. They were asking if if Fred knew of anybody with a yellow Chevy, and Fred was just saying the only one that he knows of is Karen Renfro's boyfriend or husband. He has a yellow truck, according to Fred. There you are, Di. Oh. Sorry, you guys are like, what the hell is she freaking? His sister's son, yeah, but his sister though too was charged for the same thing. Was charged for conspiracy. Where Summer and that whole thing. She conspiracy to commit capital murder, and I've been live for an hour and 11 minutes. I looked up right when I said that. She got in trouble for all that shit too. She had her charges reduced from the conspiracy, I believe. But originally it was conspiracy to commit murder, capital murder, whatever that means. There's always one in the family, right, Rion? So, and also, I heard somebody, I don't know, got back to me that we said that somebody was trying to say that me and Fred can't camp out at 207. Yes, we can. Nobody had Fred and his two sisters, any of them can be on those properties until everything's settled through the courts. Yes, we can. We can absolutely camp out at 207 if we want to. So there. Besides, it's not like we're going to be doing it right now. I'm talking about like down in the future. It might be a cool thing to camp out at 207, and wouldn't be able to go live, which would suck, but it would be awesome to be able to go live while you're out there, but at night, especially at like some campfire, wouldn't that be fun? She said her dad is not Fred's dad in chat. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Her dad is, so she finally admitted that? She actually said her dad's not the same as Fred's? She's always denied that. Wow, so now she's admitting it. Okay. I'm acting strange today? Why? That's how I always act. Sorry, I was looking at a message. So, yeah, she's always denied that. But that's, I don't really care. That's neither here nor there. She wants to claim who her claim. She's always tried to deny Fred and his other sister. Always. She never wanted anything to do with the family when they were alive. So why all of a sudden she wants something to do with them now? Except when she can get money from them, of course. But so yeah, I know, right, Rhiannon? Oh, maybe extra happy. Yeah, I guess so. Plus, I'm on a earlier decent time and not in the middle of the night. I guess I am in kind of a good mood today, and even though I still am not to my goal. But that's true, Allison. That's real. I guess that if that's what you mean, Tyson, then yeah, that's I guess I'm in somewhat of a good mood. Yeah, I thought he meant something else too. I was like, oh gosh, what are you trying to say? You trying to say I'm on drugs or something? Is that what you're trying to say, huh? You love when I'm up in the middle of the night. Oh, yay. Yay, we're all just happy. Okay.
You so desperately needed.
Oh, wait. I was meaning to see that again. Jeff Ho of Walmart solemnly swear that Candus committed a fraud return in said county of Benton on or about the 8th day of September 2005. Commit the offense of theft, shoplifting, and that she did on the 8th day of December 2005 unlawfully take and convert to his or her own use the following items having a marked value of 108. Well, why didn't they put the freaking items there?
Needed. But tragedy struck when Candus fell pregnant with their first child, only to allegedly suffer a heartbreaking miscarriage that led them both shattered. The loss of their unborn.
He drinks and throws things. I'm afraid of being hurt. He is abusive physically and mentally toward me. I'm afraid for my children and myself. My mother fears he is going to hurt her because she is staying in her camper on the property.
One child casts a shadow over their relationship, testing their bond in ways they can never have imagined before.
Oh yeah, let's put the.
Determined to build a better life for themselves and their future family, Don and Candus made the decision to return to Don's hometown in the Appalachian Mountains. It was a homecoming of sorts, and they sought to reconnect with Don's roots and forge a new path forward together. Settling into their rural surroundings, Don and Candus welcomed the arrival of their daughter Summer in February of 2016. Her birth brought new hope and joy into their lives, filling their home with laughter and love. But their happiness was short-lived. On the fateful day of June 15, 2021, tragedy struck when Summer vanished without a trace from their family home. The disappearance sent shockwaves through the community, triggering a massive search effort and igniting a media frenzy that thrust Don and Candus into the spotlight. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks turned into months, Don's anguish deepened. As the search for Summer yielded no answers, accusations and rumors swirled, casting a dark shadow over Don's grief-stricken family. Amidst the turmoil and uncertainty, Don Wells found himself thrust into a nightmare which there seemed to be no escape for him. Faced with mounting scrutiny and suspicion, he grappled with the weight of his own guilt and the haunting question that lingered in the air. What happened to Summer, Don? Haunted by the echoes of his daughter's laughter and the memory of a life torn apart.
What happened to Summer, Dawn?
Don Wells remains a figure forever shrouded in the shadows of his and Candus's daughter's disappearance, and not the loss of just one or two, but all their kids. Now, I'm just telling you data so we can open the discussion. But I don't know if them parents got nothing to do with it. I don't know, Killer. Everybody a motherfucking suspect. One time. One.
Okay. Hey, Matthew. He knows what's up. Did I miss any other ones? Let me see if there was a... So this one was just... Relic School. 6 hours, though. What was going on with Andrew Hiltz the other night? How can any career at this point sit and keep with Dawn and Candus is nature lover? Is it Dawn and Candus Wells signed away their parental rights? Yeah, so they said in this, so that's the first time that they've admitted to just signing them over. And you're probably right, GM, about they had to sign it over, otherwise they could have gone to jail. What is that picture supposed to be? What? I'm in a Facebook group that has brought up the Officer Somney that was in the area. Does Fred know of him or her, or know of him? Officer Somney. Do you know, have you heard of that? Let's see, he can go over probably the same thing. JLR.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates Don Wells, the prime suspect in the disappearance of his missing
from her Hawkins County home, never to be seen again. TBI investigators say the search for Summer Wells is still active.
There's all kinds of things, but there is a small bit of hope that she could be with possibly someone who cares about her. We don't know.
These are the thoughts that run through
Someone that cares about her. Like who? Like, is it somebody that paid you for her, or? Oh, for sure, Matthew, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely do that. I'm sure we'll be so happy now. I'm sure I'll be live pretty soon after me and Fred are finally together. Have to email him and see what's up. Email who? Was the police officer that went and bought Candus alcohol the night Summer Wells disappeared fired? Kind of. I don't know about that. Do you know, Fred? I do know that there was some officers that were told they couldn't be back up on that property. There's something like that. There was an officer or two that were like reassigned or something. And I'm not sure like why that was, but I don't know if it had to do with something like that or what.
Through the mind of Summer's father, Don Wells. He says in the years since his daughter disappeared, he's been treated like everything from a grieving father to a prime suspect.
We don't pay no attention to them because they have no idea. We can't go there because that's just a waste of time.
You're guilty.
So you can say you had nothing to do with your daughter's
Yeah,
disappearance.
I absolutely can. A lot of times in our misery at night when we can't sleep, we'd befriend somebody on Facebook.
Oh,
we'd talk back and forth, and then they'd come out and say, "Where's your daughter? We know you had something to do with it." And it would just rip your heart out more than it's already ripped out.
Many people have speculated what they think has happened in this case. The difficult part of the speculation is that if we as investigators speculate and focus our efforts in one direction, we're making a huge mistake.
His commentary.
TBI investigators say they have.
He knows, Don Wells knows, if he wouldn't do that process to get his children, he'd have been under oath. And he might would have had to share a little bit of stuff that he doesn't want to share with authorities.
So basically exactly like what Jan was just saying. In a way. If he didn't want to be
2 years ago, Detective Pruitt, who is the lead investigator in this case, Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, works out of the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. He said the parents aren't cooperating. They're not. They lawyered up. And they're doing nothing.
One thing he did say different, Carrie, is that they signed over the rights of the boys. That's the one that is definitely different.
Find Summer whatsoever. Matter of fact, they play the blame game. They play like, oh, woe is me. We're victim. We're being tormented. We're being tortured. Don Wells, extensive criminal record, been in and out of prison all his life. My opinion, he knows how to game the system. But he is the prime suspect in his daughter's disappearance. Where was Don Wells on the afternoon of June 15, 2021? And hopefully authorities solve this. But Don Wells, he knows what's up. And notice Candus doesn't even speak. Where's Candus Wells? She doesn't even speak anymore on TV. Wow.
She never spoke. She never spoke. At first, it was because it seemed that Don was keeping her from him. Oh my God, that's great. That is great. Whistle. She has sent me a side-by-side. Oh my God, that's great. Of the Cowardly Lion and Don Wells. And the pictures are perfect. I'll have to show it here in a second. But let me just take a moment real quick and ask that you hit the like button. I never do that. I never ask for anybody to hit a like button. So if you can, I really appreciate it. And if you're able to support the channel, I also appreciate it. It helps me be able to continue doing this. That's why I've been going over on my tarot channel more, because that's where I, make my money, really. So I appreciate you guys liking and supporting the channel.
Well, Don, it seems like he's covering for her, but Don, he's an habitual criminal. He knows what's up. And I have confidence in Hawkins County Justice is coming soon, very soon for Summer Wells. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. Analyzing what Don Wells says. More Don Wells lies. Unless you feel he's telling the truth, I do. We'll talk soon. Justice for Summer Wells. Stay safe.
You don't believe that Don's involved? Where's Summer? I know she didn't even make it. That's why people were trying to see from that interview, because it's like, is Candus going to talk? AJ talks. Yep. What the heck? That looks like Tupac. Triple red. Okay, no. We're not watching her because let's. The reluctant psychic. What's her opinions?
You know, people might think that I don't have opinions and I don't have suspicions, but I do. I'm just really afraid that I'm going to say something and someone will, someone will get in trouble for what they didn't do, or someone will feel bad, for lack of a better word, by what I said, especially if it has to do with the family. And I'm sure you could imagine if
we got receipts. Yeah, sure. You got 0 receipts. No lunatic. Here, we'll show let me show you something that Whistle just sent me. I believe Candus, Grandis, Don Kine. That's my, yeah. We just realized something I was talking about yesterday is that we just realized that Don's daughter's last name, his oldest daughter, Margie, has the same last name as Cotton's ex-wife. Just an observation. Hold on, let me follow the yellow background. Follow the yellow background. Follow the yellow background. They look so much alike. Twinsies. Whistle made this. They're on Dawn and Candus's sideshow. Yeah, right. Pop out a bottle of R&R. Be like, here, take some swigs of this. But still, that's what I would think too, But really, that's when I would want to talk to Don back in the day when I was talking with him is, after he had drank some. But really, it didn't matter because I've learned over time it really didn't make any it didn't make any difference. He slips things out, but you don't know which things to believe and what's truth. Do I think PG is a local? Well, the Morrisons do, there is a local family with the name Morrison's. So I don't know. We've wondered about that. We've kind of wondered if she is related to the local Morrisons. Candus and Grandis knew Cotton more than they are saying, just my opinion. He was a side piece of theirs and their hookup for certain drugs and moonshine. She partied with always heard she partied with them. Who's hold on, let me scroll back and see. Scroll back to Moon. Ziggy, you think think PG partied with them? Does PG admit to still drinking and stuff? Like, Brand Mall. Candus liked her moonshine with grape Kool-Aid. Oh, really? Well, the more sugary, the better. Then you can't taste it. Probably accept the interview so he can say what he thinks Summer is going through. Surprised Dawn didn't bring up CPS taking Summer again. Dawn loves attention from a professional woman. In my opinion, they are never going to find Summer because she is on that property and nobody is allowed on it. Hold on one second. Let me ask my daughter something. All right, sorry about that. Had the moonshine to make it look like Kool-Aid. Yep. Way back in the beginning when PG came out, she said she did. Come on, Bandit. Who is PG so you can see her channel? Prayer Garden of America. Yay! Thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate the support, Ray. I really do. Thank you so, so much. New member. Bandits cheering. Go, Ray. Go. And 1111. How can we not like that? Grandma loved her pain pills, and like Candus loved meth, like Dawn loved crank. Candus loves alcohol and marijuana, but I think she uses other stuff too. And yeah, I believe Grandis and Jody Sue and Candus, they all like traded their pills and stuff like that, and doctor shopped a little bit, or because Grandis was traveling up north every so often to go to her doctor appointments to get her good stuff. And then she would come back down. You think Candus tweaks? Well, I know she does. She does use it sometimes because supposedly she had it in her system. From my understanding, at the beginning of the case. Totally think Jody Poo is a tweaker do. Tweaker do. One and you. Dozy dots a Marriott's night. I put really want to do one and you. That's what I thought of when you said that. I don't know the words though. My grandmother used to sing it. that stuff legal in Tennessee? No. Who documents that shit? They documented it. Chili Billy. Chili Billy. They documented their. I'm sure they all did trade with each other. I'm sure. Oh, I think they all do anything and everyone. If you get my meaning, yes, I do get your meaning. No, Tennessee is one of the more stricter states, for sure. Shut up. Still think something happened on the 14th. The 15th had too many stops for me. Dawn driving the Subaru, picking up Hunter, whom she spoke to in a while. What else? Well, we had those, we saw that like whole dry run thing or whatever was going on, Carrie, in those messages that were, I think, on the 4th, June 4th, which was so strange. The way that they were talking about, people call it the dry run. Because it looked like they were like practicing what they were going to do on the 15th or something. It was strange. Like their conversation on the 4th seemed like it should have been the conversation on the 15th. Oh, I think that I believe that Candus had taken a bunch of Xanax before. If you want to remain calm and not be nervous, of course, what is somebody going to take? They're going to take an anti-anxiety. And then she totally seemed like she was on some type of anti-anxiety, like Xanax. Hey, Heather. Connemara. That has a nice ring to it. Yeah, I've been looking at Jackie Dobbs more lately. And I never looked into him. I never thought anything, but why do you guys know why they were hunting down Dobbs? Like, I don't understand that. Can anybody explain it to me? I mean, I'm being serious. What was their purpose of like trying to hunt down Dobbs for? Were they trying to like threaten him or what? I need some more emojis. I think Lisa and Grandis knew each other way before Rosebud came up missing. Lisa and Grandis. Lisa who? In the beginning, I thought he was paid off to leave. Gosh, but they were acting like they were going to do something to him or something. You don't think they were on Xanax? I just think that if you were going to try to, that's what I would take if I was trying. I mean, seriously. If I was wanting to remain calm for a lie detector, I would take an anti-anxiety. Just makes sense. Alcohol is another one. You wish you knew how to make emojis. You just I use Canva, and I just use they have a template that's for logos, and I use that to make just various pictures. What type of emojis should I make? Didn't want him there on the 15th. Weird how you left on the... Well, come to find out, Rhiannon, that's what's confusing, is that he was spotted on the road the 15th. His vehicle was, at least, by the good sister, Fred's good sister, at the end of Andy and Jody Sue's driveway. But that's right where his property was too. So he's not on camera, but the vehicle, Fred's sister saw the vehicle, a trail. What was it? A trail? What kind of vehicle was it? Trailblazer? Anyways, the hatch was up and somebody was standing at the back of it. She saw one person and they had a hat on with hair hanging out the back, but it wasn't Jackie Dobbs. That she could tell. So I don't know what to think about that. Yep. Fred saw him also that morning leaving with the boys. Yes, at around like 9-ish or something, 9:30, 8:30, and I don't know. Around that time. He saw Dawn and the boys coming off of Ben Hill Road. Mr. Jobs let Leanne to enjoy his retirement. Shame it didn't work out for him. I know, right, Connie Mara? Can't believe it's been 3 years. Yeah, he does think it's that, Tyson Bell. Fred might not be able to respond right now because he's doing some stuff, but he said he's mowing. But yeah, we do definitely believe some kind of Knoxville trafficking connection. Absolutely. In my opinion, Ryan knows Andy. I wonder that. A criminal check on Ryan Duke. I think that too, Tyson. I absolutely think it has something to do with some kind of ring of trafficking because, hold on one second. All right. Sorry about that. my opinion, Ryan wouldn't give Andy the time of day if it weren't for Summer's case. Ryan probably knows Andy's family. Hey, Christy. King Flea? How am I supposed to? I don't even know who you are. And your profile says you've only been around since February 2024. So, like, what do you mean every time you come around? Why are you hiding behind a fake profile? That's what I want to know. Can you please stop doing that? You cowardly lion. Should we call you the cowardly lion? Do you think Dawn came home, took her, or had someone else do it? Had the mommy? Gosh. I think, well, we know Jody Sue is at the bottom of the driveway of Candus's. Oh, I kind of wonder, and then we know, well, I know, in my opinion, allegedly, that Andy was on the road, was seen on the road about 3:45. So, best guess would be Candus handed her over to somebody who, there's several, I feel like several people have, she's been handed over, but I don't know if Dawn would have been the one that handed her over, but I feel like Dawn was at the hill at some point during the day because he was seen in the morning, but I don't know if he went to work and then was gone all day, came back before Candus got there and dropped the boys. I don't know. It changes. Doesn't Ryan work where Andy's dad did? Yes. And come to find out too, we're going to be getting information on Pete Clark. That's definitely somebody we need to look into. Come to find out. Of course, he's now deceased, unfortunately. Of course, just like everybody else coming up deceased. I know. Yeah, Pete Clark. He's Brandon Clark's father, and I'm going to be got something. Fred's lined up some things for us or for me or whatever to interview some locals that has came up. Their names have came up, and one of the people was talking about a story how Pete Clark was actually ran out of town a while back and disappeared from town for some years because he was run out of town because of messing with a child, or it's either attempting or actually doing it. So he took off because he was scared, because he was found out for being a pedo, I guess, supposedly, and came back. Brandon did seem nice. He did seem nice and helpful. Brandon Dykes. Who's? I'm not sure who Brandon Dykes is. What? Where did you get the term a year, longer than a year, soul sister? It's an odd thing to say. Whoever said that? Kind of in a way, I think you're being passive aggressive. Nobody ever said anything about a year or anything. Oh, yeah, I know. Brandon Dykes. Yeah, I know. That name kind of does. I might have got it confused for the guy that I think I've got it confused before too. That name with Brandon Clark. I don't know where you got that, soul sister. Nobody ever said that. We're just not stupid. It's not our first rodeo. We've been around for some years in this community. We can sniff them out. We love new people. We love new people. But if somebody makes a interesting comment where they attack me like they're always around here, every time I come around here or something, and then you look at their profile and their profile's only been around for a few months. That's why I said something about the length of how long they had been around. I don't know, Tyson. I was her first day in here. Was it? How can you tell if it's somebody's first day? No, I'm not. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do. I'm sitting here wondering, thinking if I should go on my other channel to do readings. And also, I was thinking what I'm gonna do for dinner. It's too expensive for all that. Yeah, like it doesn't have to be like a very, I don't know. I don't like being around a lot of people, so more than likely, I don't know. I've thought about it though. We might want to have some kind of, it wouldn't be like like a huge thing. I know that. Oh, okay. You go to their channel activity. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Let me see. Let me see now. Yeah, that was just weird. Weird. Yeah, we were married by ordained. We're officially married, but I know what you mean by like having some kind of actual I've thought about it. We'll have to see how things. First, I just want to be able to squeeze him till he pops, Do I do readings live or private? I can do them private. Why don't you tell liar, you have a good name for... Oh, I know. I can't wait to... I wish he was here to cook too. Oh, wow. Yes, she does look a lot like Princess Fiona. So we were talking about Cowardly Lion looking like Dawn. And yeah, Princess Fiona does look a lot like Candus. Oh, wow. So, hold on. We got some exciting news. I was just informed that it looks like Cam and Allie are going to go live soon. That should be interesting. You guys excited for that? When does it say they're going to go live? Hold on, let's see. Okay, they're going live and wow, that's not going to be very interesting. Might have to go live again after that. We'll have to see. We'll just see how it goes. If they even if they even show up and don't change it. They need to just coming in late and going back to the... Hey, Heather Mack. Aren't we all new on YouTube at some point, especially older people? Yep. Let me get the boost ready. Yeah, I love to have new people in here. It's nothing. I want new people to feel welcome. It's not about that. So, Soul Sister trying to turn it around into that just, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Because I already had a weird feeling about them before that. They should have been punished for child abuse, but I think that for some reason, that's kind of, when it comes to CPS and stuff, a lot of the times if you sign over your rights, they won't charge you that's kind of like the deal. You sign over your rights and we won't charge you for all this neglect. Tell Country Girl and Jam they're a family to me, and Kathy and Luminous and Where's Summer. Love you, Ziggy. Love Chris. Chris wanted to tell you guys that. Sheba Mom! Hey, sister, soul sister. Gotta go, sister. I know they got defensive quickly. No, yeah, I don't. There's a lot of people too that see, the thing is, people will get booted and then they'll make other accounts and stuff, which is fine, but if don't draw attention to yourself, because then I'm going to be like, you sister, go sister. That no contest plea kept Cam and Allie out of jail. Yeah, and that's a plea. And if they try to I'm telling you guys, if they try to, I'm going to call them out if they don't freaking own up to their bullshit. I'm telling you. And I'm not trying to be mean at all. But I want to know also who's the credit card number that they, whose credit card they used and are now being sued by. Because if I find out that Cindy gave that credit card to Cam and Allie after I paid it off and after she freaking also reversed the charges and got double back, she got her money back from reversing charges plus the money I paid her back. To find out recently from Cam's family that he and Allie are being sued or in the process of being sued over some kind of credit card that they had used, which is really interesting because he had a lot to say. He was right there next to the circle jerks, you know, like, and they were all like, I don't know, guys. Yeah, all that shit I went through, and Cam tried to he went even along with it and tried to, he used it to his benefit and got donations and all that because they wanted to do that. They thought the circle jerks thought that was going to hurt me by all of a sudden just donating to somebody else. Like what? I didn't care. No, that's another person, Rhiannon. That's just a different person. That she hasn't helped. No, this is something newer. She won't help them anymore. Yep, they even gave me a hard time, but look like what they're doing. Yeah, that's the only reason why I can't stand somebody blatantly lying too. And I know that's what they're gonna get on here and do and act like, oh, see, I told you, it's all dropped. It's all good. She's in Gray, Tennessee. Is she though? Well, people will do what they want to do, Moon Angel, but I'm not going to try to say that's people need to figure out for themselves. I'm not trying to start some campaign to be like, don't donate to them or anything like that. I'm not like that. I just want them to be honest. I think honesty is always the best policy, always. Because then you have to we're in the true crime community. How is he going to sit there and go on video and to our faces and lie to us and tell us that, oh, see, told you so, guys. Yep, the charge is going to be dropped and we're not in trouble. We told you we did nothing. No, that's not what happened, Cam. You pled. You took a plea. And that's why you got that privilege of the ability of the charges being dropped in 2 years. So if you come on here and try to say anything differently or make it seem different, it's going to upset people and it's just going to get people looking into you more. I'm just saying. So unless you're coming on here and owning up to your BS, then it's probably best you just not. I mean, do we need to really? I don't know. You would think that their guilt and shame would be enough to. Maybe it is the just guilt and shame of it all that's just making them I mean, because it is really, really bad. The neglect and, the fact that they had drugs in their system, it was bad. I mean, what I saw as far as the child's hair and how they looked the time when the grandmother took custody or when they came over initially. I mean, I can't believe they even let their daughter go to the grandmother's house looking like that. We're in a true crime community, and they're going to try to get on here, and they're going to try to manipulate you, and they're going to try to make you believe something differently. Woo! Yay! Thank you, Virginia girl. Gifted 5 Ziggy Hill memberships. Thank you. Rhiannon. Uh-oh. What? Yay, all the people. I like all the people that was gifted a membership. Nothing sucks more when somebody you don't like was gifted a membership. Saw him where? Oh, buddy. What just happened? Something might have just happened. Oh, great. Oh, did he really? Oh my God. Are you serious right now? Hold on. I hope they're. But you would think at least if they're getting that sage, if they're getting their, we'll just say medicine. If they're getting their medicine, just a nice way to say it, every day, then there should be no reason to have to scam for it. Well, I'm trying, because Fred just messaged me something and I'm making sure it's okay. I can tell it. I'm waiting for him to give me the freaking okay. Yeah. Well, he just got quiet all of a sudden. It's kind of making me nervous. Nervous. Soul sister, spill it, sister. I'm going to tell you guys. I'm just waiting for him to. We'll just say there was probably Fred. Well, he freaking. Let me call him and get him to answer. He's making me nervous. I might have to mute, guys, for a second. Okay, so we just had a what's so funny is that Fred just saw Andy. And Andy didn't stop or anything. He just gave that what the fuck look. Like, what? What are you doing there? I thought you were supposed to be hiding in Ziggy's basement. Oh my God, I'm scared. So I'm not going to say where, but Fred just saw Andy and he believes that he saw him too. And Andy turned and gave the WTF look too. And Jody Sue, and Fred has seen Jody Sue too since he's been out. But yeah, I guess he just gave the what the fuck. So we'll just have to see what happens. If anything, I don't know. Fred said it seemed like he really that he saw him, so but he didn't stop and confront him. Andy is scary when he's mad. Why do you say that? How do you know what he's like when he's mad? Just what you've heard from Jody Sue? Well, I didn't understand what Fred was saying. I thought when he was messaging me, he was saying like, he said, ha ha, he said, ha ha, Andy stayed in his lane. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? And I'm like, it's like, I just seen him. I'm like, huh? And that's why I was like freaking out. I was like, wait, I have him blocked in my chat. So how could he have just seen him? That's why I was confused. Yeah, he got wide eye according to Fred. Hey, Crime Creepy. I think that Andy's face scares me. I think more Andy is kind of the coward type. He's the type that hurts, in my opinion, like women and children, but he wouldn't ever confront a man, not to their face. I think he would do something sneaky. You know what I mean? And that's just how a lot of those people are around there, according to Fred. A lot of them are just, all bark, no bite, and they prey on weaker. Jody wore the pants, yeah, for sure, because that's clear to see. Like, he's much more, that's why he seems really, really calm and everything, but from what I hear, like, he was a terror growing up. Like, he would just, it'd be nothing for him to come up and just hit you, like, out of nowhere, bite you, draw blood. Seriously. And that's how their son is, the same way. But he would sneak up on you and do it. Ava, I saw your message. Yeah, I'll send that over. Right, Valerie. People that are just like Fred's sister, the evil sister, she's not going to, go confront Fred or anything. She's going to try to avoid him because she's done all this silly shit, played all these silly games. Like, what can she say? So wait, is Andy the big scary monster or the little wimp Jody manipulated? I'm confused. Well, I don't think anybody's. That's what Jody Sue claims him to be, is this big scary monster. I've never thought of him like that because he's to me the type to do things secretively and cowardly, not upfront, because he knows he's in the wrong here. He knows things, and he can't. He's not going to go confront anybody. I thought you were hiding in Ziggy's basement. Oh, shit, Liplock, good point. She says, I'm wondering, what in the world is Andy Bernard doing in Mexico? That's true, where Summer. That's what Shannon Mullins, exactly. Yeah, he has admitted to being abusive. Driving around Jody to rent her ass out. Yeah, that's pretty horrible if I ever had a guy that was encouraging me to do such a thing, how could you ever think that that's love? That's horrible. I just, I do feel like Jody Sue has been victimized her whole life, but she also's not broke the curse, in my opinion. Right? That's where Summer, that's something that Fred's wondered. Like, she didn't want to be seen in the holler and stuff like that, but young and dumb. Hey, Robin, weren't you here earlier, Robin, or did you leave and come back? Yeah, Jody was abusive too. That's definitely sure. For sure. Yeah, I agree. When it's all you know. Yeah, I feel like it's all she's known her whole life. Tainted love. Tainted love. Hey, Julian. Jillian, not Julian. Jillian. Yes, exactly. So, oh yeah, I think she's been a victim since she was a child. Yeah, I do. I think she was. You as a child, it doesn't matter. Stanley Valley Cleaners. Trust and believe I'm not sticking up for Jody Sue. Are you kidding? I'm just saying, but the truth is she definitely has had a Jillian is a pretty name. AB's mom is a Simpson, so they just transferred the Fields Road property over to his mom's brother. AB's mom is a Simpson. Oh, how do you know Stanley Value Cleaners? Do you know her? You're acting like you have personal info. Do tell. Good to see you, it's all BS. Oh yeah, he's traumatized, it's all BS. I don't know what you're talking about, Stanley Value. But I feel like you're trying to be argumentative this evening. I feel kind of like you might be Andy. Did Jody Sue go to South High School? But Andy had buyer's remorse. She wasn't really held captive because she had to have been kicked off property. Oh. But also, if you were with somebody since you were 13, with an adult since you were 13, and that's all you known, how would you know any different to do anything different? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. There's people purchase all the time for others. What are you talking about? You're saying that someone was I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. That's what other people are saying. That's not me. I'm not saying that. That's what Jody Sue said. Gosh. Take it up with her. That's what we're talking about. If she's going to say something like that, but the truth is there's a 5-year difference. Oh, I know. Cam's live, guys. Cam is live, so you guys are going to have to tell me how that goes. Jam, are you here? I was talking about Summer. I'm talking about Summer. And as far as Jody Sue being purchased, that's what she said, that she was purchased for Andy at 13 years old. And I do know that there is a 4 to 5 year age difference. So I don't know. That's just what she says. Yeah, everybody's sending me their live. Yeah, I have to probably go soon anyways. What do you mean? Can't? Yes, it's all BS. Yeah. Olivia, you're talking about Andy being obsessed with a 15-year-old. Remember JC talking about him liking young girls, didn't she? Yep. Hold on. Our personal chat, Jam, our personal one. Face, not the group messenger. Uh-oh. Shit. What's wrong? Hello? Okay. All right. Love you. Bye. Huh? Ask Stanley Value Cleaners when they're at the creek last. Okay. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. All right. Bye. So that was Fred. He didn't mean to call me, but Stanley Valley Cleaners. Fred knows who that is, and he said, "Ask him when's the last time that they were at the creek." Lives in a fantasy world full of made-up stories inside her head. Yep. All right, guys. I think all right, I'm going to go for now. You guys go check that out, and we'll reconvene probably a little bit later, whether here or on my other channel. Maybe both. Matters how ridiculous. He's not on camera. I want to hear if he's going to say that if he's going to try to say the same exact thing that he was saying on his TikTok. He just got an avatar on screen, not coming up. He knows, we all know he's high by now. Huh. I try not to, Jillian. As long as people are respectful. Bye, sister, soul sister. Gotta go, sister. I'll talk to you guys later.